Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be putting a sub and an amp in Lil Red. Seth has chosen this amp right here. It's a Scar Audio amp. It's 1200 watts at 1 ohm. We're going to be running it at 2 ohms, which is 600 watts, which is twice as much power as we need to power his sub. So he has removed the rear seat. As you can see, he did not use a micro amp like I used. You remember in my video where I installed it inside the dash panel. So he's using this bigger amp to power his sub, and here he comes with his sub right here. This is a Kicker competition sub. It's 2 ohms. It's a lot more powerful than the one that I put in JJ. So we're going to be installing this today, so let's get to it. I am going to run this wire from the battery to the back first because I don't exactly know where I'm going to put the amp at yet. Have a good idea, but still I'd rather have extra wire back here in case I change my mind to be able to move it. So I'm going to start at the battery and then work my way back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in reverse to the battery from right here. Alright, I've got this side of the wire run that goes to the battery. Of course, I'm not going to connect it right now because I don't need power going to it. I got my wire loom on it. I don't have my cover over my fuse just yet until I get my other wire coming out this side. Then I'll put my cover on that. Alright, so we've got all the wire loom ran. We got the fuse block mounted, just got it zip tied to the existing wiring harness, and we've got the hot wire going into, this is it right here, going into the firewall through a grommet, and now all we gotta do is get it on to the back. Okay, so we've got all the wire ran to the back, looking good, and now we're going to mount it here on the side. I was going to mount it on the floor. I'm going to mount it here on the side. I got some spacers I'm having 3D printed right now to space the amp high enough to clear these 2 bolts right here. And so while we're waiting on those to print, we're going to go ahead and pop the radio out, and we're going to run the wires from the radio back here to the amp. Alright, so we have got to connect our RCA jacks to those ports right there, and then we've got to find the remote amp turn on. So this right here should come on with the radio and power the amp on. Alright, so Seth is going to get to do the skinny guy job, which is get down in the floor and run these wires up under the dash and find a way to get them to the back of the radio. And Seth, while you're doing it, grab that blue wire too, because the blue wire's got to go the same place those have got to go. That we'll tie them together. So go get your blue wire. All right, tie the end of your blue wire around one of your RCA jack leads. Just tie a little knot around one of them, just one of them, because that way it can't pull down but so far. That should be good enough. Now run that up in behind the radio. Alright, let me get these connected to the radio and this blue wire connected, and then we'll put the radio back in. We'll run these to the back. Alright, so we got this radio put back in. We got all the wires run. We still got a mess of wire and loom laying everywhere. And here's where we ended up mounting the amp, right here. And it's got just a little flex to it, but not much. I think that'll be perfectly fine. Our ground point is right there. I got my wires extremely clean. That's all the wires go into it. And right here, right there's all the wires you see go into that. And of course, we're going to shorten the speaker wires and clean all this up. But we're at this point, we're ready to start testing it out. All right, we got the install finished. Had to go in the house and cool off just a little bit. Let me open up this tailgate here and we'll look at it. All right, he hasn't cleaned up whatever wire that is, and the razor blade under the speaker. His job was to clean up. So anyway, so there's the install. The only wire, this needs to go, the only wire that is actually seen is this wire. These wires right here, very short. And if you look down here, you can see that. So he can take this speaker out, and he can put his seat in, he can put the speaker back in the same position it's in. He can stand it up. So with the amp installed right here, when he chooses to put his seat back in, he has that option. You'll see one red wire right there. All of that is run, you'll see it going under the plastic right yonder, run very neatly and hid. You see no wires right here. We went in, this is the wire from the battery right here. It goes down and goes to a grommet in the firewall. And here's our fuse block. We got it zip tied to the original wiring harness, and it comes down here. We got it tied into the battery right there. So all the wiring is done. Very clean install. The amp is bigger than I would have liked. We can remove it in probably 3 minutes, have everything gone. Would have to have a cap to put over the hot wire right there, or disconnect it from the battery, which would probably be a better option. So anyway, leaving the wires installed and pulling them back up under the carpet and hiding everything and making it look factory, we could have all this stuff torn out and hid in probably about 3 to 5 minutes. So this right here, it's got 4 screws holding it, and then 2 screws holding the plastic plate to the body. Take those 6 screws out and everything is out and gone. So let me get some music playing. I know YouTube's not going to pick up the sound very well, but I'll get some music playing and I'll let you kind of hear what it sounds like. Alright guys, I've got this radio on. I've got my phone connected with an auxiliary cord. Somehow I asked him how he done it. In 2022 he ordered a radio that does not have Bluetooth connectivity. So anyway, I have a cord connected from my phone to his radio, and we're going to play it now and let you hear what it sounds like. I have the Jeep running just so the battery won't run down. Alright, here we go.
Looks like we've come to the end of the road. There's no point in running away now. I'd rather sleep until the storm is gone. She'd rather be shooting at me now. I know it will end up in anger. I don't think we grew up, we just became older. She's aiming her words, ready to fire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire.
Alright, this is no copyright sound, so I can't play copyrighted music. I have to say that sounds awesome. I know the camera is most likely not picking the sound up the way it should, but it's shaking the back of my seat. It sounds really, really good. Well guys, the radio sounds so much better. Seth is tickled with it, and he should be. Guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. I thank y'all for stopping by and watching this video and coming week after week, commenting, giving me thumbs up. It means so much and it keeps me motivated. We got several more videos to do for Lil Red here. Seth's still got more parts in the house to put on that he's purchased and stockpiled. He keeps me busy, I'll just tell you that. I thank y'all for watching. Y'all come back next time, we'll see what we got going then.